Hey everybody, welcome to the Geekdom. Today I am going to do one of my hushed, tired, groggy sort of movie talks. A movie talk isn't exactly a review, but I am going to do spoilers, so beware, there are going to be spoilers. I just got back from the midnight showing of The Dark Knight Rises, and it is 4 in the morning, and in 2 hours I will have been awake for 24 hours, and I've only done that once before, and it was when my niece was born. So yeah. Um, Anyways, let's get started. This is what I wore. I didn't wear my hair back, it was down, but I put it back because it was kind of bothering me. I'm wearing the little Batman earrings that I said I would wear. I decided to do my makeup. I did like black on the outside and I did like a little bit of yellow on the inside, but it kind of came off as I was like crying. So um, yeah, you can't really see it. I also did Batman nails for the showing, and the other one says POW. I wore these bracelets just because they're fun. Um, and then I had, this shirt on so my Batman navel piercing would show. And then I had my shoes, which I did get to wear, and I'm so excited. And my friend made them, and there's a different little kind of strip on each side for these ones are villains. This is Two-Face, the other side was the Joker, and this one has Batman and Robin on them, which is pretty awesome. I really like them a lot. So that's what I wore. Nothing crazy. Only two people kind of dressed up excessively for the theater I went to. One was dressed up in a full costume of Batman, and another one had the Robin mask and like the Robin top, but like just regular bottoms and regular shoes. So those were the most excessive that I saw. Everyone else was kind of wearing just Batman shirts or other Batman merchandise, and I did what I could. I would have loved to cosplay though. That would have been so awesome. Um, Anyways, as for the movie was amazing. It made me cry, it made me laugh, which are two great positive responses when watching a movie. I love when movies move you emotionally like that. And um, the beginning, I have to say, was kind of forced, and there were some events where I was questioning why they happened, or I felt like they happened too early or without a good foundation. So the first half kind of forced, and I don't know if I can say half exactly, but the first kind of setup chunk was um, unsteady for me. Um, one of the things that bothered me was Bane's voice because I was not expecting it. I didn't really look up too much about the movie before watching it. I wanted to be surprised and have as much as a blank slate as possible. So Bane's voice kind of irritated me at the beginning because I wasn't expecting it, but once you get used to it, it doesn't feel out of place at all. A couple of the events seemed, like there was no proper foundation for it, or it was too early, and it wasn't set up as well as I would like the Bane Batman first fight, the Catwoman not Batman, Bruce Wayne first kiss, and so things like that I felt had like a shaky setup, but after that things just got brilliant, and there was just everything: action, emotion, great characters, plays on your classic Batman stories that you love, and yet it has Nolan's twist on it. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Even I, as a Batman fan, got tricked, and I was like, really? How did I not see that? And once I saw it, everything just became clear, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And it was really, really amazing. Um, I enjoyed it a lot, and I felt like it was the perfect end to the Nolan Batman trilogy, and I can't wait to own it. I'm probably going to see it again and again, as many times as possible. As long as I'm invited, I'm going to try to see it, and as long as they pay, because I don't have any money on me right now. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it again, and I loved it. There was so much that, I don't know, just again with like connecting the dots, and then there were like guest reappearances like the Scarecrow, and hints at other characters, and appearances of more characters, and it was amazing. Like, I don't know, I geekgasmed like the whole end, and then I cried, and like, oh my god, you don't even know. Like, when Batman died, I sat there, like, at first I was just like watching it, and then like my chest started, like, I could feel like my heart beating, and it just like the tears started coming, and I was just like, oh my god, this is amazingly sad. And because it was amazing and it was sad, and so I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. It was just, it was crazy. And then when Bane did the iconic bringing Batman up and then slamming him on the knee, I was just, it was like a horror movie scream. Like, I had my hands on my face. I was like, ah! And like, I just screamed like this high pitched like scream that would be in those like classic black and white movies. And I screamed for Batman so hard. um, I didn't cry for that one, but I did actually scream. So I was like, oh my god, crazy. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. Again, just very, very fun for everyone, those getting into Batman, and especially for those who already know Batman lore. It was really, really fun. Um, just great. Um, Anyways, that's all I have to say. I don't really want to do a review yet until I watch the movie again. Um, then I'll do more of a traditional sort of a review. These are just kind of my thoughts. And then also I wanted to reserve this for rants, for moviegoers, people who go to the movies. Um, One, I want to address this little girl who was sitting behind me that, she was old enough to not be with her parents or whatever, but she looked young, like maybe, you know, middle school. I don't know. She didn't have um, the body of someone who's went through like full transition through puberty, and so um, she's kicking my chair, and so I, ask her politely, like, before the movie even starts, I'm like, oh, can you please stop kicking my chair? I can feel it. And, she's like, oh, I didn't mean to, over. And I don't know if this girl felt like she got attacked by me asking her that or what, because she kept kicking my chair. And, she is so lucky I did not call the freaking people to drag her out of there. And she's so lucky she was too young for me to go back there and crack her back like a toothpick like Bane did, because you do not want to evoke the nerd rage. And, here's some advice, little girl. People have fought for less. And if you want to go and take personal attacks because someone asks you something nice, and you want to bother people or take advantage of their niceness, you're going to find out that not all the world is as nice as I was. I, let it go. I didn't even call the security. I didn't start a fight with you. So not all the world is as nice as I am, and you have to find that out the hard way, apparently, if you keep going the way you go. So if you ever watch this, or if you know someone like that, this is a message for you type of people. Um, And like I said, you never want to get in between a geek and their passion, because once you invoke the rage, you don't know what will happen. You're lucky I've had dread-eye training, because I would have gone crazy. Um, anyways, another thing that was pissing me off about moviegoers were people came to the midnight showing and they were getting upset at the other moviegoers for, clapping and screaming when exciting things happened, and, making sarcastic comments. And just like, don't go to the movie theater then. Like, that's what, like, the midnight showing is for. That's when all the fanboys and fangirls and all the people who enjoy the series or enjoy the comics or whatever, that's when they all get together. And this midnight showing is when most people feel like this is their time to connect with other people. Like, I was talking to the people to the left of me that I didn't know, I was talking to people right to me I didn't know, because we all had something in common. We had a passion for the Batman films, and the person to my left knew a lot about the comics, they knew a lot about the lore, and a lot of other things, from Marvel to DC to, Pokemon, and, we were all here gathered for something in common, and this is where everybody gets together to shout at the movie and clap and, make sarcastic comments and, point out, epic times and, things that related to the comics or graphic novels or, previous Batmans that they enjoyed. And it's going to be loud, and they're going to kind of clap during events that you kind of want to listen to. But if you can't handle that, don't go to the midnight showing, because that's what the midnight showing's for. And that's why people like going to the midnight showing, because they know there's going to be people just as enthusiastic as they are, and they're going to clap and yell and be merry as possible. So it was really fun. And if you can't handle all that, please just don't go, because I heard so many rude comments from the immature people behind me, like the girl who was kicking my seat, the little kid like next to her. They obviously never been to a midnight showing before. I haven't either, but I've gone to movies where the like the same day, like not the midnight showing, but like later on that same day. So that's when the fans are still coming and you still get the enthusiasm, just not as much as the midnight. And they were like saying rude remarks to the people who would shout out for their favorite characters or clap for their favorite characters, which happened to be like the whole movie theater. And I'm just like, don't go. You're like being a party pooper. And so yeah, if you can't handle, people disturbing you during the movie, go like 3 weeks after the movie comes out. Don't go to the midnight launch. Don't go to the movie the same day that it releases, because you are not going to get the peace and quiet. You are going to get the enthusiasts, and honestly, it's amazing. Like, I hate going to places and I hate my movie being disturbed, but when you want to be surrounded with people who love the same thing as you, um, go to a midnight showing for, something that has a big fan base. It's amazing. It's fun. It was kind of like BlizzCon, but like on a smaller scale. Um, so yeah, that's just all I wanted to rant about on the topic of moviegoers. Please be respectful, especially if people are trying their best to respect you. Um, Also know when and when not to go to the movies, when it suits the way you like to experience your movie. Um, and if worse comes to worse, just tell on the specific people that are disturbing you. I mean, sometimes it's necessary. You have to go and get a manager or one of the guards or whatever. So anyways, enjoy your movies however you like to watch them. I definitely recommend The Dark Knight Rises, especially if you watch the previous ones, and especially if you like Batman. Of course, you guys will all have your own opinions, so feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you for your time. Bye.